Good evening, I'm Jacqueline Matter.
I'm Scott Dennis. Thanks for joining us tonight. Topping our news this evening, some residents have noted a small uptick in the homeless population in Venice. One reason could be a new Sarasota County ordinance that offers more help to the homeless.
But some may be relocating to where the ordinance is not yet in effect. ABC 7's Christopher Brantley has more details.
With that uptick, the question becomes, will the city of Venice adopt a new county ordinance that went into effect March 31st called the Life Sustaining Ordinance? When law enforcement responds to a report of a homeless person, this new ordinance gives the homeless person two options: either face being arrested or be transported by the officer to a shelter.
The entire premise of the ordinance is not to enforce and arrest people. The entire premise of the ordinance is to help folks move.
Specifically, to move them out of homelessness. Wayne Appleby, Sarasota's Director of Homeless Services, says the program is designed to get people off the streets and into jobs.
As a result of the increased activity, we've been visiting the train depot on a minimum of one time per week.
And for some, the outreach program is working, but there's still more work to do.
In the past, we have brought people in from the train depot. In our recent uptick, we're still building relationships.
A report put together by Sarasota County shows the slight increase year over last. Another reason, says Appleby, could be the community initiatives, like those feeding the homeless.
There are initiatives that are going on in the community. There are that may be relocating people from one place to another.
The question Sarasota County leaders have is, will Venice adopt the ordinance? But Venice could get hung up on making a financial contribution to the program, as others like the city of Sarasota do.
I'm very much in favor of a positive movement to end homelessness, but for us to be involved in it, not for us to be billed for it. Here, we have the solution, here's your bill.
Now, of course, for the city of Venice to adopt that life-sustaining ordinance, the city council would have to vote on it. And right now, there's no official date for when they may take up the issue. In Venice, Christopher Brantley, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Christopher, thank you. New tonight, a Bradenton man is behind bars charged with murder after deputies say he hit a woman in the head, killing her, and then set her body on fire. 23-year-old Dakota Gibson is now behind bars without bond. Witnesses told deputies that the night of the murder, Gibson was flirting with the victim, 50-year-old Veronica Polite, outside her home at the City Walk Apartments. Investigators say Polite and two others got in the car with Gibson, who later dropped the two off and left with Polite still in the car. That was the last time Polite was ever seen alive. Her body was found early the next morning in the woods off 18th Street East in Bradenton.
She was dead. We can say that before she was set on fire. That's what the medical examiner's office determined. We may never know the true motive as to why he did this, other than he just got angry.
Deputies say there was a large amount of blood found in the back seat of Gibson's car. When deputies tried to arrest him, he ran off but was captured a short time later.
For the latest on this story, breaking news, plus your up-to-the-minute first alert forecast, make sure to head over to our news and weather app. You can find them both under WWSB or My Suncoast in the App Store.
Let's check our weather now here on the Suncoast. A pretty nice day here on the Suncoast. Warm day. Here's Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan.
Yeah, and unfortunately, not much rainfall expected with this cold front that's been well advertised over the past couple of days now. The front itself is still back here, and it's going to weaken considerably as it pushes to the southeast. As the main lift with the system is well to the north. The prefrontal trough out ahead of it is also weakening as it approaches the Suncoast right now. A thin line of showers earlier has turned into just some spotty showers to the west, about 50 miles of Sarasota and Manatee counties right now. It's pushing to the southeast. Rain chance tonight, very small, less than 20%. Right now it's 79, lots of sunshine out there, beautiful day. We have a west wind at 13. The pressure is lowering somewhat. We're in this very progressive pattern, meaning we'll see a series of low pressures develop in the base of the jet stream over the eastern third of the nation, which will sweep several cold fronts our way. We'll talk about those fronts and what it means for our weekend weather coming up a little bit. But for this evening, don't look for any cool air to move in anytime soon. Just some drier air, unfortunately, for fire danger tomorrow and in on Friday. Well, more on our forecast coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Bob. Sarasota County is so dry that the Sarasota County Fire Chief has just put a ban on all recreational burning.
These weather conditions have caused an increased threat of wildfires, so the fire chief is restricting almost all outdoor burning. ABC 7's Taylor Torregano is live at Fire Station number 5 in Sarasota with details on this burn ban. Taylor?
Good evening, Scott. Jacqueline, this county-wide recreational burn ban is effective immediately and will last until these dry conditions improve. With conditions this dry, a small wildfire could quickly become devastating.
Everything is very dry, tinder conditions, and things can start very rapidly and progress very rapidly. So a small fire can get large very quickly.
Because of this, the Sarasota County Fire Chief is banning all recreational burning. This includes campfires, but cooking fires using a grill, coals, and propane are still permitted.
We highly recommend that as they do that and continue to do those types of things, that they're cognizant of the potential of fire and make sure the coals are cool before they dispose of them and those types of things.
To ensure they're prepared, the Florida Forest Service has crews on call around the clock in case a wildfire does ignite.
We're getting dry very quickly. We've had a lot more fires this year. We're predicted to have a heavy May fire activity. So we're just asking people just to be prepared.
And even when the Suncoast does start to get some rain, Chief Regner says the fire risk is still there.
We will start to see storms as we progress, and we'll see lightning, and lightning can start a fire prior to rains, or we can even get dry lightning, where we have no rain, but lightning starts a fire.
So regardless of a ban, the chief says it's vital to always be careful when dealing with fire. And the Florida Forestry Service adds that if you have any of those piles of debris left over from Hurricane Irma, now is the time to properly dispose of those without using fire. I'm live at Fire Station 5. Taylor Torregano, ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Taylor, thank you. The city of Northport also banning outdoor burning. The city of Venice also following Sarasota County's lead and has issued that temporary burn ban. And Charlotte County commissioners passing an emergency ordinance on banning outdoor burning last week. That includes yard waste, recreational fires, fireworks, and sparklers. The ban does not include outdoor barbecues or burn permits that are issued by the Florida Forest Service.
Do you still have Hurricane Irma debris laying around your yard? If so, pick it up. That debris could catch fire during this year's wildfire season. Although Irma was a little over 6 months ago, there are several areas across the Suncoast that still have hurricane debris laying around. That debris could ignite due to the state's dry weather conditions and lightning season, which is just around the corner.
As you can see behind us, we have debris down still from Hurricane Irma. We have debris that is dead from the freezes that we have had. It makes our job a little harder in the woods to go to and attack a fire.
Some other tips to protect your home from wildfires. If you live in or near a wooded area, be sure to keep your plants waist high. Also make sure that your yard is clean and green, meaning grass is alive and cut down low.
Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, the latest developments in the shooting at YouTube headquarters in California, why police there believe the shooter was angry with the company's video policies.
And Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan will be back with your first alert weather forecast. Plus, the Trump administration threatening tariffs on Chinese imports, how China is now retaliating.
Stay connected to your clients and new customers using ABC7 Digital Media Services. Our team of professionals provide a wide array of digital services to help you get the most out of your website. We specialize in building and helping you maintain the most effective digital solutions for your business. It's vital that your online presence stands out, so our experts will equip you with the best resources available. Trust ABC7 Digital Media Services to give you the right tools to grow your business.
It's California Closet's Lighting and Accessories Sales Event. Save up to $1,000 now through April 30th. Call 1-800-CAL-CLOSETS for your free design consultation or visit us online at californiaclosets.com.
Hi, I'm Chef Bob. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday morning on ABC7, where we'll be serving up the most awesome dishes. Then stop by your neighborhood Publix, pick up the recipe card and all the ingredients.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. all installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Set your course for a waterfront lifestyle on Florida's last private island. Discover one particular harbor by Margaritaville. Nearby sugar sand beaches are as easy to find as the warm Florida sunshine. Waterfront residences from the high 400s overlook beautiful Anna Maria Sound. And a new marina with direct access to the Gulf of Mexico. Plus, incredible savings on move-in ready homes. Come tour designer models today. Visit ophmintousa.com now.
Here's today's Job of the Day. ABC7 is seeking a multimedia journalist who can tell a story on all platforms and meet tight deadlines. Reporting experience required. Visit mysuncoast.com/joboftheday to apply.
It's California Closet's Lighting and Accessories Sales Event. Save up to $1,000 now through April 30th. Call 1-800-CAL-CLOSETS for your free design consultation or visit us online at californiaclosets.com.
We're continuing to follow developments in the shooting at YouTube headquarters in California. Police revealing this morning the female shooter, identified as 38-year-old Nasim Aghdam of San Diego, accessed the building through a parking garage and then opened fire out of anger with the company's video policies.
3 people were injured in that shooting before Aghdam turned the gun on herself. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez has the very latest from San Bruno.
Police now revealing the YouTube shooter, 38-year-old Nasim Aghdam, may have spent the morning of her rampage practicing with a semi-automatic handgun.
Suspect went to a local gun range yesterday morning prior to visiting YouTube.
Once on the campus in San Bruno, California, Tuesday, police say Aghdam shot 3 people before killing herself.
An active shooter at 901 Cherry.
Motivated, investigators now believe, by a deep anger towards YouTube.
Name is Nasim Sabs.
Aghdam recently posting rants online, telling her tens of thousands of subscribers YouTube was censoring her content and not paying her for videos she posted on the platform.
I'm being discriminated and filtered on YouTube, and I'm not the only one.
Her family in San Diego saying they first grew concerned reporting her missing after she disappeared this weekend. Police locating her sleeping in her car early Tuesday, about 30 miles from YouTube's headquarters. Her brother, who didn't want to show his face, says the family warned police about why she may have been in the area.
And she had a problem with YouTube, so we called that cop again and told him that there's a reason she went all the way from San Diego to that.
Mountain View Police releasing a statement saying in part, at no point did her father or brother mention anything about potential acts of violence or a possibility of Aghdam lashing out as a result of her issues with her videos.
And the shooting victims, a man and 2 women, remain hospitalized. The most seriously injured is the 36-year-old man listed in critical condition. Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, San Bruno, California.
The last patient from the mass shooting at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School in Parkland has been released from the hospital. On the day of the shooting, 15-year-old Anthony Borges blocked a door with his body and was shot 5 times through the door. A third of his lung had to be removed. 1 bullet came close to his liver and 3 bullets hit his legs. Borges' attorney said last month that the family plans to sue Broward County Public Schools, and the Broward County Sheriff's Office.
Now to the latest controversy over trade. It appears the U.S. and China are in a growing trade war as China announced its retaliation. President Trump hit China with tariffs on $50 billion worth of Chinese goods in response to complaints that Beijing steals or pressures foreign companies to hand over technology. This morning, the stock market reacted, opening sharply down over fears of potential damage to the U.S. economy. The market did recover this afternoon after the Chinese announced 106 new tariffs on everything from U.S. soybeans to cars, planes, whiskey, and orange juice. The potential impacts, if these tariffs would go into effect, would hit U.S. consumers and companies as the higher tariffs could mean job losses and then higher prices.
China is serious about a reciprocal response to any action taken by the United States.
Experts caution that while both sides have announced tariffs, they may never go into effect. China has filed a dispute with the World Trade Organization, and both sides are now negotiating.
Well, it's a warm day. Even early on this morning, it was pretty warm when I took my dog out for a walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's going to stay warm, too, even though this cold front's coming, and we talked about it. The cold front's really not going to cool us down much. A little drier, and unfortunately, dry air means high fire danger, too. We'll talk about that coming up at 6. Here's what's going on right now. Take a look outside. The Van Wezel webcam is showing sunny skies for the most part throughout the afternoon. C-State doing okay. And by the way, this front will create a little bit of a wind, not much, so no advisories on that front. And as far as the Van Wezel webcam goes now, sunshine, just a few clouds out there, and there are a few showers. Here's your future cast. Now, the cold front is still well back to our north. It's now moving through the northern portion of the state. Take a look at what happens to it. As it moves south, it falls apart for the most part. There's not much to it. Some increasing cloudiness tomorrow morning. We'll start off with partly cloudy skies. And notice how quickly those winds shift to the east-northeast on the east coast. And that means we'll still get into the upper 70s to near 80 degrees tomorrow. That front not doing much. It fades down to our south and eventually fades away as high pressure builds back in. We'll see another cold front come through, though. Looks like late Saturday, bringing with it a little bit better chance for some showers, more so next week. As I mentioned, we're in this very fast-moving systems moving through parts of the southeast, and they'll give us a chance for showers, I think a better chance come early next week. You see that Titan radar picture showing and depicting the cold front here. This is a little prefrontal trough out ahead of it, and it's bringing dry air behind it. So that dry air will come in and looks like situate itself right over the top of us on Thursday and Friday. Right now, temperature 79. Look at the cooler weather, though, in Tallahassee and Pensacola. 69 in Pensacola, 70 in Tallahassee. Currently, it's into the mid to upper 80s inland. Sebring now at 87, Lake Placid the same. Temperatures into the mid 70s and it's some lower 70s right near the water. Gulf water temperature now 77, and Punta Gorda at 82 degrees. I mentioned that dry air. It's been around and it's been continuing to move in. There's some more dry air behind this front. You can see that moving through Louisiana as well as into Mississippi and Alabama. Currently, it's sunny. It's 79. Nice out there. The dew point 69. That's higher. You see that number drop tomorrow. Winds are out of the west at 13. And the pressure 29.98 inches. So your forecast tomorrow looks to be pretty good again. Looking for some sunshine to be around. Mixture with clouds as that front moves through. You may notice a little bit of increasing cloudiness in the morning. Should become mostly sunny in the afternoon. High temperatures despite the front. Still right around average, 81 degrees, the expected high, so another gorgeous day. We talked about that winter storm yesterday. Now it's rolling up the northeast, causing problems from the Great Lakes all the way into Vermont and New Hampshire now, in upstate New York, getting some pretty heavy snowfall around that low pressure area. The snowfall itself has been sporadic, but as I said, some pretty heavy snow just to the northeast of Buffalo. And the European forecast model, get a look at this. This is the snowstorm they're seeing now. That heads off to the northeast, but another clipper moves down on Friday, bringing more snow to Michigan and northern Ohio, even some freezing rain near Toledo and into Fort Wayne. Then another one develops on Friday afternoon over the Central Plains states. That pushes all the way down into Missouri, St. Louis, and southern Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. Expected to get some moderate snowfall from that system on Saturday. And then it works its way up the northeast. Good news for skiers, though, in Vermont and New Hampshire. And then get a load of that. Another one pushes on through. The winter that won't end over the upper Mississippi Valley and throughout the Great Lakes. It just keeps coming. For boaters tomorrow, winds out of the northeast. I mentioned a little bit brisk in the morning, 15 knots. They'll subside 5 to 10, then pick back up late in the evening on Thursday. Seas running 2 to 3 feet, so a little higher than it has been. Well, here's the forecast. As we see it, tomorrow, 81, 82 on Friday. Notice that 40% chance of rain on Saturday. It comes mainly later in the day as yet another weak front moves in, and that chance of rain on Saturday night, only about 30%. Same on Sunday. A little bit better chance of rain as the cold front makes its way through on Tuesday. That rain chance at 50%. And we need the rain. We'll get some, I think, for sure on Tuesday and tapering off on Wednesday morning. Back to you.
Bob, thank you. And first alert traffic right now, there's a crash at the intersection of Myrtle and 41 in Sarasota. That's causing some major backups in the northbound lanes of 41. And then the southbound lanes also slow moving further south from there as you approach downtown Sarasota. Jacqueline?
Thanks, Scott. In health news tonight, a smile can tell you if a person is happy, but did you know it can also tell you if they're healthy? Poor oral health can lead to problems down the road. The most common oral issues are cavities and gum disease. The CDC says about 91% of adults have tooth decay and nearly half of adults have periodontal disease. Now here's what you can do to maintain a good oral health. Brush with fluoride toothpaste and floss every day. Change your toothbrush every 3 months. Don't use tobacco products and cut back on sugar. Antibiotic-resistant germs can be found in 27 states. The first nationwide test for those germs was conducted last year by the CDC. Researchers found more than 200 genes that make some bacteria antibiotic resistant. The nightmare bacteria has not spread widely yet, but the CDC says about 23,000 Americans still die from antibiotic-resistant germs every year. The CDC says people can protect themselves by washing their hands frequently and disinfecting any cuts. Well, today is National Walking Day. The American Heart Association sponsors this day to remind people about the health benefits of taking a walk. People who walk regularly swear by the health and psychological benefits of their daily activity. Walking also helps to reduce stress, cheer you up, and increase self-esteem. You can also lose weight by walking just 30 minutes a day. People also experience a major dip in snack cravings during and after a 15-minute walk. It also helps to lower blood pressure, improve your sleep, and keep you energized. Well, as parents buckle their children into rear-facing child seats, do you ever wonder what happens if a car crashes into them from behind? With more, here's ABC's Janae Norman.
Rear impact crashes account for more than 25% of all accidents. So are kids in rear-facing seats safe? Researchers at Ohio State University tried a small-scale test to see. They tried simulated car tests using the familiar car sleds in 2 sizes of dummies. They tested out different configurations, installation features like using an anchor base for the car seat and various handlebar positions. The results of the test were reassuring. Even though infants are facing the direction of impact, the rear-facing car seat did its job to absorb the impact of the crash and ultimately protect the child. This is consistent with previous studies, assuring parents that rear-facing car seats for children under the age of 2 are the safest choice, no matter which direction a car accident's impact comes from. But the big important note, parents should speak with their pediatricians and follow the recommended guidelines on purchasing and installing the correct type of car seat for their child's height, weight, and age. It makes a difference. With this Medical Minute, I'm Janae Norman, ABC News.
Coming up, Good Samaritans save a man from a burning car, and a group of service dogs take a field trip to the happiest place on earth. Why their handlers say the visit was all part of their training.
My name is Stephen Campagna. We're Ben Gates and Dramus, and here is your law tip of the week. If you've been injured in an accident, whether or not it's your fault, your insurance company might be responsible for some of your expenses. So give us a call. We've got your back.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
The Mark, Sarasota. Landmark living in the center of it all. A private oasis in the sky. Luxurious private amenities. Promenade shopping and dining. The best of downtown downstairs. Now under construction and priced from the mid-700s. This is life, right where you want it. Call or visit our Discovery Sales Gallery today. The Mark Sarasota, presented by the Culture Group.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
The
Wild Broadway series brings you Funny Girl. Fanny Bryce dreams of being famous and through sheer guts and determination becomes a star of the Ziegfeld Follies. Playing March 28th through April 15th, it's the songs and story that generations have grown to love. Call the Players Center at 365-2494 or visit us at theplayers.org. Don't rain on my parade. Come see Funny Girl.
My name is Haley. I have Fragile X syndrome. I work with Chartwells at Einstein's and FAU. I like being up front and interacting with students. The students are very nice and very hungry. Having a job is a big ticket for independence.
Hi, this is Dan Marino. When your business recruits people with disabilities, everybody wins. To find out how, go to disabilitieswork.employflorida.com.
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
An Illinois man is rescued from a burning car by two Good Samaritans, and police there caught it all on camera. Take a look here. You can see Jose Martinez pulling the man from his burning car, and then Devin Johnson joined in, pulling him further from the accident scene. Aurora police say the driver was charged with multiple traffic offenses, including DUI. He was taken to the hospital for burns and non-life-threatening injuries, but police say had the two men not stepped in to help, the driver would not have survived.
Police patrolling off the coast of South Australia were caught off guard when they noticed a shark tailing them on Saturday. Their colleague managed to film the shark inching closer to the boat before swimming away. Police were there to do checks on recreational boats in the area, finding this not-so-little visitor during their patrol. Ooh. A little too close to comfort for me.
Like a great white, yeah. Well, they're four-legged Disneyland fans, and they're going viral now on Twitter.
Meet this group of service dogs in training that took a trip to the happiest place on Earth. Reed Binion has more in today's Take a Look at This.
Forget Pluto, these four pups are sniffing out stardom at Disneyland. Meet Essie, Arissa, Ortega, and Chekhov. The service dogs in training took a field trip last week. Pictures of the visit went viral on Twitter, proving that Disneyland really is the happiest place on Earth. They are members of Canine Companions, being trained to enhance the lives of those with disabilities. Their handlers took them to Disney to enhance their social skills. The fun-loving pups nosed their way around the park and even made a few friends. They also patiently posed for photos until they were doggone tired.
Aww, what a beauty.
And clear skies with a chance of dust. Check out this plane landing as a dust storm blows through Midland, Texas. The big plume turned the skies a beautiful shade of amber. It also made for low visibility, although this pilot didn't seem to have a problem landing. And finally, your eyes may water just looking at this. It might look like snow, but that's actually pollen. A home security camera in North Carolina captured images of the pollen flying through the air. It was so heavy that it set off the motion detectors. Achoo! Time to go load up on allergy meds. Well, for Take a Look at This, I'm Reed Binion.
Pollen.
Hard to believe, yeah.
Well, still to come on your Suncoast News, 50 years ago today, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated. A look at how his death impacted change across the country and right here on the Suncoast.
Plus, the reason child welfare experts believe more and more kids are entering Florida's foster care system.
It's California Closet's lighting and accessories sales event. Save up to $1,000 now through April 30th. Call 1-800-CAL-CLOSETS for your free design consultation or visit us online at californiaclosets.com.
The La Musica International Chamber Music Festival, the annual celebration of a distinctive cultural gem in Sarasota, with renowned musicians from around the world. April 9th through April 18th at the Sarasota Opera House. Visit lamusicafestival.org, click on Festival, open tickets, and get your seats now.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried, Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Fun for the whole family. The 26th Annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, benefiting special athletes of Sarasota County. Fossil vendors, arts and crafts, food, children's games, and live entertainment with headliners the Gator Creek Band on Friday night, Rockin' Rogues, Maiden Cane, Glass Onion, Kettle of Fish, Paisley Craze, and the Boogeymen. Admission $4, children 12 and under free. Parking is free. The annual Venice Shark's Tooth Festival, April 13th, 14th, and 15th at the Venice Airport Festival Grounds.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
It's California Closet's Lighting and Accessories Sales Event. Save up to $1,000 now through April 30th. Call 1-800-CAL-CLOSETS for your free design consultation or visit us online at californiaclosets.com.